Right. I'm Shaddex,
Hi, I'm Dr. D. Chops.
and this is Divinity Original Sin. We are playing the Enhanced Edition. Before we start, I want to go through our skills really quickly. So I have 1 point in Wand to increase my damage by a little bit. 1 in Scoundrel, which allows me to use these skills. And 2 in Telekinesis, which allows us to move objects around on the ground. For talents, we have Pack Mule, which doubles what we can carry, and Walk It Off, which we don't really care about. For our attributes, we have 7 Strength, so that we can carry more things, and 8 Dexterity, so that these skills won't fail.
The skills are Fast Track, which temporarily increases our movement speed. It's like the only thing that actually increases your movement speed outside of battle. And Walk in Shadows, which makes you invisible and is extremely overpowered. And then the other thing doesn't matter because we just need another thing. The only different ability I have is Lockpicking, which I just use at the start. And for classes, I pick Wayfarer. It just gives me a crossbow to start. Everything else it gives you doesn't matter because you just customize everything. And Shaddex is an Inquisitor, which gives you 2 wands to start with. Alright. Here we go.
And timing starts right after this load screen.
Oops. Alright, to get started, we're going to use the increased move speed, and the skills actually start in a random position on your hotbar, so you have to pay attention to make sure you're doing the right thing.
We're gonna do our first skip right now. By going invisible, we can skip the tutorial fight. So there's 3 people that are just gonna kind of run down here, and they're meant to fight you, but we can just skip it.
This is actually introducing the villain as well, but we don't care about lore.
We are going in 2 different directions at the very start. I'm going into the tutorial dungeon so that I can get lockpicks. That'll let us skip the second fight, which is actually a huge skip. It probably saves a few minutes.
Yeah, because fighting is really slow, so being able to skip it is really fast.
Yeah, fighting's turn-based, so it just takes a really long time.
And here, whenever you do dialogue, all the options are mapped to the number keys, so you can just mash through them really quickly and skip over all the long sections in short burst of mashing. So up here, there's a battle going on. I'm just going to go invisible, and you can just run right through it and not care at all. I'm also picking up some barrels, which I'll continue to do for a little bit. And here, this door is locked until the battle is over, but I can just lockpick it. And we don't have to worry about it at all.
Yep. So the reason we're collecting barrels is that throughout the game, we don't do any fighting. We're really weak by the end, but at the very end, you're required to kill 3 final bosses. And how we're going to do that is by placing a ton of barrels in a chest, and then dropping the chest on final bosses.
Yeah, the barrels that we're picking up, water, oil, and poison barrels, are the heaviest things in the game at 60 pounds. And when you stuff all these barrels into a chest, it greatly increases its weight, and then you can just kind of throw it on top of enemies, and it does a ton of damage. Also, here's a sheep. Hopefully he does a flip. One sheep.
One thing you'll notice is there's an encumberment system, so because I'm carrying so much weight, I can barely walk, I'm walking super slow. One thing we're going to do to get around this is pick up a companion, and we're just going to unload all of our heavy stuff on them, and they'll just stand still for the whole time.
Alright, so I just made a little detour to get this arrow. It is a smokescreen arrow. We'll be using it in the end of the game. There's a random chance of if it'll be there or not, so we just we can check it a couple times, but it's pretty common, so I got it the first time.
Cool.
And now I just trigger some plot, and we're gonna move on to the end of the world, or end of time, sorry. Which is it's kind of like your home base kind of area. And there's a lot of plot stuff going on that we're just gonna skip through.
Yeah, we skip through all the plot in this game.
I don't think so.
So this part introduces the end boss, which we don't really care about. We can just skip the cutscene. and all of this dialogue.
And if you've played this game before, get ready to see all our skips. We will not be completing any quests throughout the whole game. It's pretty cool. The route for this game is actually really, really cool.
I need to speed things up.
More plot.
Yeah, we just mash through plot.
And now that gives us our fast travel system, so we can teleport back to the town and move on. We're going to be abusing teleporting a lot in many ways.
Right here, Arhu comes up to me and he gives me a pyramid. Basically, there's two pyramids in the game, and if you click on one, it teleports you to the other one, wherever it is. So I'm going to click on it now, and I'll go into this woman's like house and basically just steal the pyramid.
Oh my.
He's having
Yeah,
met.
and then,
Oh, hoo.
and now that we have two of those things, we can just kind of warp between each other whenever we want, which is super useful.
Yep. And we actually have a glitch that will allow us to warp pretty much wherever we want, which we're going to be using to do just huge skips and skip around the game.
Alright, and now we have picked up our only party member that we need, which is Jahan. He's going to be kind of like a barrel slave at the start, where we're just going to be dumping all these barrels onto him that we're collecting.
Yeah, so I basically just plop Jahan down at a gate, or at a waypoint, and then we're all going to send our barrels to him. Everything that's heavy will be sent to him, and he's just going to hold on to it for us until we need it. The reason we get Jahan...
there's a whole bunch of enemies here, and I can just kind of go invisible and then teleport away, and it's really safe.
The reason we get Jahan is that near the end of the game, instead of fighting a boss, we can just sacrifice him.
Oh no, we can't kill him. He's our barrel slave.
Yeah, we're gonna use him for barrels first.
Yeah, so right now, carrying around all these barrels is really impractical and annoying. So I'm gonna go over here and pick up this like kind of hidden chest. And this chest is really strong. So strong that it can carry like as many barrels as you want inside of it, which is really convenient. So I'm gonna send that to Jahan. He's gonna load it all up.
Oops.
And I'm gonna move on to the next area, or move towards the next area, rather.
And I'm just going to be sitting on Jahan right now and placing all these barrels one by one into the chest.
Yep.
And this chest gets super heavy. By the end of the game, it weighs like 2,000 pounds. So anytime if we have this in our inventory, we can't move at all, which is why we take telekinesis.
Yeah, we're gonna be like juggling it. We can still send it to each other instantly, and we can juggle it around with TK. So we're gonna be still maneuvering with it. It'll be all right. Whoop. And I invisible past some enemies. It's safe now, but I can't get all the way to the next area. So Shaddex is just gonna teleport to me with the pyramid, and then also go invisible, and he can just run straight past.
Yeah, invisibility is just so overpowered in this game. You can skip like almost every fight with invisibility.
Especially when you have two people with it. And then I can just teleport right to him and we can move on to the next area. But we're not actually going to do anything immediately in this next area. We just need the waypoint to teleport to. And we're going to set up a different glitch.
Yep, and if you played this game before, you'll notice that we didn't do any of the murder mystery stuff in the beginning. We didn't really complete any quests, but we are done the first area, trust us. We've achieved everything we need to achieve.
The only useful thing left in this area is this little chair over here. So you can see, like, under the minimap, there's like coordinates whenever you move around. If you sit in a chair and then you teleport to another area, it actually stores the coordinates that you have from the chair, and instead of warping you to wherever the waypoint is. So I can just kind of teleport to a completely different area in this one level, and now I'm like right at the end near this this troll.
Yeah, so this is the end of this whole area. We didn't even go to that winter place. So Chops is just going to go invisible, go past this guy, And as long as I don't get too close, we can just skip the entire area.
Yeah, he wants the troll toll for crossing the bridge, but you can just go invisible and like warp your characters through it. And in this area, we're going to do exactly the same thing with the chair.
Yeah,
Even
so,
with the same chair, because the same coordinates are also useful, which is kind of nice.
yeah. So all we do there is just go there to get that waypoint, and we're going to do another chair warp and skip that entire area as well.
Yeah, so this is going to skip over entering into the Phantom Forest itself, which like you need to do a whole bunch of quests to get through, because there's like a big poison cloud that insta-kills you in the way. But we can just use this warp to go right past, and now we're inside of it.
Save here.
Yep.
So we're gonna split past again. There's supposed to be like a required, well, 2 required fights over here. We're gonna skip both. The first, I'm just gonna invisible past. These enemies are like huge. They would one-shot kill me really easily. Yeah, and then after that, there's supposed to be a required boss, but we can basically just sacrifice Jahan and skip it.
Yeah, and I'm invisible passing this thing, which will insta-kill me. And there's this big door, which is locked, and you normally can't get through. But we're gonna abuse the teleporters again. So I'm gonna place it in a very specific spot.
Save.
And I'm gonna start placing things around. There you go.
So I need to, if I choose the wrong dialogue options here, we have to reset to that save. So I'm gonna go super slow.
Isn't she? No matter. Maybe she's just oath. I've always careful. It seemed just
Oh my god, please. There we go.
And we should be good. Jahan gets disappeared. And we do not have to fight the boss.
Alright. Good.
So I'm gonna go
So he's
invisible
gonna-
and teleport.
He's gonna teleport to this crystal. Since it's completely blocked off, it's gonna put him through the actual doorway onto the other side.
You can see this big scary boss here. We don't really care though.
And I can just teleport him to him again and just completely skip over that fight.
Yep. And this is the final dungeon of the game. So there's a door that's locked here, and to get through it, you have to have, I think, 20 star stones, which
Yeah,
are
something
these
like that.
these objects that you collect by doing quests and just over your whole journey through the game. Just kind of a progression check before
Yeah,
like
you can't
start
even
the
like.
end.
Yeah, you can't even like only do the main quests. You have to do like some side quests to get extra ones to be able to go through this door, and it takes a long time, like
Yeah,
literally
it's
hours to get
ridiculous.
enough. But we're not gonna do that because we have TK, and TK is really good.
Yeah. So
And
with
it turns out you can
telekinesis-
just kind of throw this straight through the door, and then teleport to it.
easy.
Come on, let me use it. And then I send it back to Shaddex, and we can be on our way.
So there's
that
another
saves literally
one up
hours.
here. You're supposed to like do a seance and light all these candles and do that in specific orders. It's just a weird little puzzle, but we can just do the same thing that we just did and skip this.
Yep. This one's like a little bit more specific, but it's still easy to go. Lucky find! I love that guy. And now we're basically at like the final quest of the game at this point. We're gonna walk up here and like trigger. Basically, hit the trigger that lets us go to the ending of the game.
Yeah, this opens up the final required 3 fights.
We just need to make one quick stop in order to get an item to beat the final boss.
Yeah,
Because although our chest is pretty good, it's not quite good enough.
yeah, our chest won't actually one-shot the boss, which means we'll still have combat with him, and in combat we will just get destroyed. So we need something that will one-shot kill the final boss of the game.
Alright, so we're gonna quickly go over here and do another chair warp. I have infinite. It just is consistent apparently. Every time I have infinite haste here, and
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
That's fine.
So we're going to go to
So
a
can-
different area on this map and do another chair warp. And what we're doing is there's this chest in the game that when it gets destroyed, it drops a lava. And the lava, whatever it hits, basically dies. It does like 30,000 damage, which is huge.
Yeah. Unless they're like literally invulnerable.
Yeah.
Like there's a status in the game that makes things invulnerable. It will insta-kill everything.
So we can use it to kill the final boss in one shot. Which is huge, because the final boss actually used to take so long. Can you save?
Okay.
Just in case the invisible doesn't go for it. Well,
Like that.
for some reason,
So,
at this specific spot, invisible just tends to fail, and I have no idea why. No clue.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 100% chance. Like if you mouse over the skill, it says 100% chance, but sometimes it just doesn't.
I like how I called that.
Yeah. Nice one.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna do it then.
The fuck?
So this puts us here. I'm like nowhere near anything. But
Just
over
need to
here,
go over the bridge. Yeah.
over here, there's this chest, and this is the fabled lava chest. I'm gonna save because there's a whole bunch of traps, and you can get completely owned. And I got completely owned. It's like very specific where you can walk, and the pathfinding in this game is like 10 out of 10, absolutely perfect. Never screws you over.
Awful.
So, oh god. Okay, I think I'm just gonna play it safe and just move these barrels out of the way,
Yeah, that's fine.
so I can go around.
And after this, we're gonna go start the ending sequence.
Go and teleport to you and go. So we have the chest. I have the fabled lava chest.
And we are
And
going
we
to
need to-
retrieve our other chest. Well,
This chest. And now we're gonna go to the end.
and because he has the chest with him, he won't be able to move at all right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use this time to just pick up all of these barrels that Shaddex got a while ago. This one, send to you.
Here, I'm sending you one more.
Alright.
Come on, give me the option. There we go. Alright, so
No,
this,
the lava is inside of the chest, and when you break the chest, the lava pours out.
yeah. So if you played the game on release, this section wasn't in. This section's actually pretty long. It'll probably take like 5-ish minutes.
Nah, not quite that long.
But it's this version of the game is still faster because we can do the chair warp, which is just a faster implementation of a glitch in the first version. And the final boss. Ooh, I hit the wrong option.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
That wastes just a little bit of time. It's not too bad.
I lost like 10-20 seconds there. No worries. So you have to hit. I think it's 2 and then 3, but I was mashing through the. You just used to mash in 1 in this game.
Yeah. So often
Pretty
you
much
have
all
to
you
mash
do.
one. It's just every now and then you have to hit. You specifically have to hit other options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the 2 chests. This super heavy chest, it's like 1800. It'll get even heavier in a little bit. We're gonna use this to kill a couple bosses, and then the lava chest we're gonna use on the last
that
boss.
doesn't matter. I just went invisible mistake. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
I was getting ready. I was hitting 3 for the option.
Yeah. And then here we have to sit through a little bit of plot, so we're just going to level up some stuff. More strength, although it's not really necessary. More TK, just because it's nice. And then some more skill points for more TK. I'm also going to get leadership, which gives us late damage buff. Oh. Go, 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 go.
I was leveling skills.
Doing it inefficiently.
Gosh darn it.
Jeez, man, we lost like 2 seconds there.
Gosh darn it.
And now we're in this, like, more boring lore section. There's, like, some puzzles and stuff here. It's pretty uninteresting.
Yeah.
We're just gonna collect a whole bunch of barrels, fortunately.
Yep. This is one of the few sections of the speedrun where you actually get lore.
Yeah. And there's, like... Fortunately, there's, like, a ton of barrels in this area, so we can skip out on collecting a lot earlier.
Yeah, I think we get like 7 barrels total here. Pretty good, considering it's a required area. Send it to me.
Tome over there.
Alright, so Shaddex gets a key for this door, and then I walk forward and
Blood. Well, its flow never
just
ends.
immediately open up the door, because you can just immediately send objects to each other. It's kind of useful. And do some more teleporting. This is like a crazy dream world or something like that.
Good gods, the odor here is sick.
Here, we're gonna open it up. And now, barrel here, 3 barrels here, another barrel over here. And now we have like a lot of barrels.
Yeah, this thing weighs like, how much does it weigh? It should say on
One
there.
second, I'm loading it up. So this now weighs 2,350 pounds, 0.01 for some reason.
And if we drop it on a boss, the heavier it is, the more damage it does.
I'm just gonna TK it over. It doesn't really matter, but it's fun.
Yeah, we can't use our pyramids in this section, so we just have to run everywhere.
So Shaddex is gonna get here, get to the door before me, but it's fine. You just walked right through that chest, you cheater.
Alright, pick it up.
Yeah.
So now you're going to see... This is a reminder, we haven't really done any quests. We haven't fought one enemy yet. This is the first fight of the game.
Yeah, we're gonna finally kill one of the end bosses.
Make a
basically.
save, just in case.
Yeah.
So there are 3 required fights. And this is
Yep.
the first.
This is, I think it's called the Trife or something like that.
Yeah.
He's this big scary blue guy. He's supposed to be like hounding you the whole game, telling you that you're terrible and you're gonna fail and awful. And we just dropped a chest on him and did 2,000 damage, and that's over half his health. And Shaddex is invisible, so he's gonna like, the Trife is gonna get a turn, but he can't see Shaddex, so he's just gonna kind of buff, get really mad. And then Shaddex is just gonna slightly shift the chest, and he's going to explode. Good fight, GG.
Good fight. Very... Oh, let me do my thing. Gosh darn it. There. So we have to kill this orb. We don't do much damage at all, so it takes a while.
Yeah.
And this is why I chose Inquisitor. I have a pretty good spell that just does a bunch of damage.
Shaddex can kill this thing pretty quick. Whoop, don't get set on fire.
Next we're going to go kill Leandra, who
You got
you
up
haven't
first,
even
Dan.
met in the game, even though she's like a major person. In the speedrun, you don't even meet her.
Well, she's like the giant that yells at you in that one area, but that's it.
Well, she's that girl in the ice place, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in a lot of places.
Yeah.
She's like a main villain.
Remember to say.
She's up here. We're gonna like kind of avoid this fight. So I'm gonna go over here. Send it. I'm going to drop the chest. Please drop the chests. There we go. Come on. There it goes. I'm gonna use this arrow that we bought to smoke screen her, so she can't see me. So even though there's gonna be some dialogue here, she won't actually start combat because she can't see me.
Yeah,
And then I'm just gonna kind of dump this chest on her face, and then she just dies.
yeah, so if you don't do that, if you don't put the smoke screen there, as soon as combat starts, she'll just summon, I think it's like 7 or 8 guys who we can't kill at all. There's just too many. We just die
They
so
get
fast.
a turn immediately, and they just kind of completely own us.
Yeah.
Like you'll just get stunned or knocked over. They'll all turn invincible, and then you'll just kind of get steamrolled.
Yeah, not only are they strong, but some of them are like, you can't kill them for turns in a row. Ridiculous.
Oh, also, there's one more fight here, but again, we have invisibility. We can just kind of run past it. Yes, save just in case,
Yep. So,
just for fun.
powers of invisibility. We can run past. Unfortunately for Zandalar,
Oh no, Zandalar.
he cannot run past.
He did not know the strat of turning invisible and running past everything, so he gets to fight these guys. Hopefully he'll survive, we'll see. But you may have noticed we left our super heavy chest. Because we still have the lava chest.
Yeah.
The lava chest is pretty good against this final boss coming up here.
Even though in my inventory, it just says a normal chest. Like, there's nothing special about it.
It's just a chest, it's fine.
You'll see. Save again.
So here we go. So I'm going to go up and start this dialogue, which will be the trigger for the final fight. Shaddex is going to get in position here. Place that thing.
Just save here.
Alright, let's do it. Go, go, go. Oh no! It's the Void Dragon! Rip the Void Dragon. So you actually can't see the lava, but yeah, that was the final battle. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep, that was the final boss right there.
And the game might glitch out here.
I hope not. Oh, come on.
It totally did. God. Oh my god. Okay. Quit out, rejoin me. And I have the pyramid bound so I can... Oh no, I can't.
Well...
It's... Oh! If you save it, it goes.
Oh! Mine's good. How did you save?
I just hit save and it went.
Oh, like quick save?
Yeah, quick save. Alright, it's
I
fine.
swear I tried that.
Hair's breadth away
Oh.
from
This game is fine.
This is like the epilogue. You just have to come here, you talk to like one person, and then you run to the end of the game. Conveniently called the end.
And I have infinite things again. Infinite haste.
Oh, you do? I don't. It's weird. You can see haste actually makes you significantly faster.
Yeah, I'm like already at the end. So there's the door. It's literally called the end. I need to wait for Shaddex though.
And timing stops. I think we talked to some people after this.
Yeah.
And timing stopped.
One more dialogue. And time.
World record. Woo.
Maybe.
I
We'd
think
have
the
to time out
record's,
loads, but maybe.
I think the record's 25, like 25 or something. Okay, so that was Divinity Original Sin, the Enhanced Edition. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.